Alright, how you guys doing today? We're here for another video, and of course, you already know exactly what we gonna be talking about. Alright, mind you, I just came back from the harbor about like 3 hours ago, and it's kind of beautiful. Kind of beautiful. Wasn't expecting that because I haven't been down there like. Well, I was there the other day, but I haven't really been outside like that. Out in public places in a very long time. I did try to enjoy a little bit of my own, solitary space, which was kind of valid. Like I kind of enjoyed that. I was low key making bars. For a lot of people out there that don't know exactly that I make music, I was making straight bars. All right, bars. Now, what am I gonna say? I was gonna say this. We're gonna be talking about something very special today. All right, something so special that there's no way that what's the best way to say this? There's no way that you were mistaken anything else if you did not believe in Christ. This would be like the smallest version of me giving you an aspect on how you should view Elohim, your master, your ruler. People say the word God, but we already know what words mean, right? You know, but I would just say your ruler, your creator, right? And this is going to be very important because we need to know exactly first where we stand as to how we worship Yahuwah, right? So today the topic is going to be what? Knowing your place on how you have loyalty, how you display truth, right? How you display truth and understanding the foundation of who Yahuwah is in the macro and the micro. Now we're not going to go into specifying valence electrons, all of this, because they're actual proteins, right? That basically like they're actual proteins that make up electrons. So it's not just a sequence that make neutrons, protons, electrons, and all of this thing. I mean, I said electrons already, but neutrons and protons. They're proteins that make electrons. So we're gonna start first with Psalms 92, right? Because Psalms 92 is very important, especially for today. We gotta understand where we stand at, because a lot of people, they call themselves Christians, but I don't think they really understand that when you are a Christian, right, it's not even about the religion, because anybody can say that they're Christian. That's how the devils, the Satans, the Lucifer, they were able to infiltrate the church, because everybody was saying that they're Christian. That's even the reason why Saul, right? Saul, Peter, they warned us about the church, how the spirit of Jezebel inhabits in the actual church. It's because the church is dead. Our bodies are the church. It's not people as far as going to a specific place. A sanctuary is a place that is sacred between you and your creator. That's what a sanctuary is. It's not going to a church where you have to sit next to 10,000 people. That phrase, that term, that salvation is personal, right? Is very important because a lot of people lose focus on that idea, right? Salvation is personal because if you get to look at how other people are being saved, right? you would not enjoy the life that you're given, but at the same time, you would not be able to understand and use the gifts and the fruits of what was given unto you. Meaning, if Yahuwah said that you are a musician, right, and you are a singer, right, and other people were successful, right, in life because they went to school, they did this and that and the third, but you were called out to be some type of musician or something like that, right? Because you followed what other people told you, not because what the Holy Spirit told you. Now you became like other people, and that's all you're going to become. You don't know what Yahuwah, you don't know what your Creator has in plan for your future. People do not rule your life. You can make choices, but a lot of times, if you are destined to do something great, right, you won't change that because at the end of the day, it's either you or somebody else that's going to do it. And understand this, you have situations where people want to steal your destiny. But do you know that when you are made a specific way and you're born to do a specific thing in the world, right? And somebody wants to steal what you have, right? They will not be able to do it if you are faithful. Even if you don't know, they won't be able to. They just will not be able to. It will be impossible for them to. It don't matter the amount. It does not change the amount of attempts, how many times they do it, for how long they do it. It doesn't change nothing. Because what the plan of your creator is going to be fulfilled. His will is going to be fulfilled regardless. It doesn't matter what they do. What they're going to do is, I'm going to tell you what they're going to do. They're going to get tired, right? Once they get tired, you know what's going to happen? Those demons and devils, they're going to demand something that they cannot pay. And when they cannot pay that, what are they going to do? They're going to lose their mind. That's why we battle the spirit and not the flesh. Because when you battle the spirit, you understand the concepts of what is given unto you. Because a lot of times we speak right of the flesh, but we don't know exactly who we're going against. Like recently, right, I prayed for a specific individual, right? And I know that there are a lot of conflictions going on with this individual where they deal with people telling them no, they deal with people telling them to, forcing ideals on them, right? But I pray for this person because I know that we all make mistakes, that we all do things that are incredibly like outrageous sometimes, where unnecessary rage is not necessary. When people don't have good intention for you, it shows. It shows. You don't have to hide it. It shows. You don't have to even try to look. If you have the eyes to see, you will see. It doesn't take a genius. When people don't have good intentions for you, it shows also. Because why? They're going to want to do harm to you. You know what? Why do you think they call demons fiends? Like no disrespect if anybody was one, and hopefully you don't take it as disrespect. But we talk the truth, right? What is the main thing for a fiend? They are triggered by what? A reflex of something that what they can't control, right? An urge of something they cannot control, which becomes a reflex. So when they can't get their way, they throw tantrums. They can't keep their act forever. They can, but they're gonna be slipping little by little, daily, day by day, night by night, and you're gonna see their true character. I get mad. I'm not here to come over here and troll anyone, to tell anybody any lies. I get upset. One thing I learned is balance. Too much of anything can kill you. Too much of anything can also heal you. I mean, I said that wrong. Too much of anything can kill you. and too less of anything can also kill you. We are literally the embodiment and image of our Father, but we're not more of Him than we are ourselves. Like I've said in my previous videos, Yahuwah has a personality. So if He has a personality, that means that we get our traits from Him, being the reason why we have our individualism of like reality, or our understanding of who we are personally. And that includes the air that you breathe, the concept of the animals that you see, that you consume, let alone the vegetations that you consume. Hopefully a lot of you are eating more vegetables and fruits than meat, okay? But yes, all of that. So we deal with comfortable and uncomfortable situations. And it's just like, how can we live life, and then we got to deal with everything that we don't need to deal with, right? Meaning people will like to tell us things that don't make sense. This is why discernment is very important, because anybody can say anything, but your actions are going to show. It's going to show. Manipulation, seduction, and conviction is the enemy's operation. If they can't control you, they're going to try to manipulate you by seducing you, by using things as an object to clarify what their objective is so they can throw it on you. Then they're going to try to suggest it to you by convicting you. You understand what I'm saying? See, when you know your enemies know that you know them. So they're going to try everything. Everything. When they don't know how well you know them, this is how Yahuwah works. When your enemies don't know how well you know them, and they keep doing things, all they're doing is making their case, right? Making their case bigger. So when they get exposed, it's like going to a court system, right? When somebody do something bad, all they're doing is building up evidence against themselves. So much onto a point where when we get to court, they're gonna be like, yeah, when they're accusing their person, right? They're gonna be like, oh yeah, this person did that. No, devils, demons. No, devils, demons. No, devils, demons. You did that. And we see this in this channel, this volume, this year, this specific moment, this second, that you were operating in the other side, causing this person to think like this and made them go crazy. We saw that. We are witness to that. We are witness to that, because everything that you've done was not all the way their fault. That's the reason why our Father forgave him, because He knew that it wasn't our fault. He knew that we were able to change and we wanted to change. So please, know your place. In the most nicest way I can say it. So we're gonna start in Psalms 92 first, right? And this is a psalm or a song for the Sabbath day. But or it's already translated. I'm gonna read the translated version, okay? So we can have a good interpretation of what we're reading. I don't know what that was. Just know I'm a beatboxer too. It is always a I should have gave you guys 10 seconds to grab your biblioteca. I did not. Grab your biblioteca, please. Your Bi-Ble. Mm-hmm. All right. It is always a great gesture. Where my English, please, Papa, forgive me. It is always a great gesture to give thanks to you, Yahuwah, and praise you, ruler of all, showing all our gestures of love daily and in the night as well. All of you done, Eli, was good, even making my existence, giving me victory by your will. For you are mighty, Eli, and all you do is unmatched. Those that are blind and arrogant to your goodness will never understand, and the foolish will never know. The wicked, the wicked, French is overwhelming me sometimes. The wicked always flourish under a short season, for you are fair, Elohim, a master. And this is verse 9, and it's a little bit different because it's contradicting in the verse. But here's the good actual translation that is helpful. Here I present my enemies before you, for they shall perish, being workers of sin. They'll fall under confusion. And the reason why I said this is a parallel type of contradiction is because you can't say that anything is an enemy to Yahuwah. And the reason for that is an adversary, which is considered an enemy, is equal to or have somewhere close to a might or power to overthrow the power of someone else. So in the verses, it calls their enemy. It calls Yahuwah. Well, it calls them Yahuwah's enemy. When in contrast, he doesn't have any enemies because he is their ruler as well. Because if the devils and the demons and the fallens, they have to obey him, how much, and you're being controlled by them, not you, our people, heirs of our father's promise, remember? But, people are being controlled by them. What does that mean? That means that he is not even in their league. There's not even a league to match those, of those spirits to him at all. They don't have any type of connection, power, anything. They don't even have a say-so. Because once it is, it shall always be. Just that simple. There's no yes, there's no maybes, there's no if that happens, then I might know. That's the reason why they were kicked out of goodness. They lost the actual. When people talk about heaven, it's not just a place. It's like it's like an authority. When you lose the authority, right? You no longer get that because it's something that is given to you at a birth. At a birth, you're given it at a birthright. At a birth, that's your birthright, but you're given that at birth. Same thing. I don't know why I say but you're given that at birth. You're given it at birth. That's why I used in my previous video saying that if you're given freedom and you give the devil's contract or control over you, you sign to their contract, you are a puppet. You're not dead unless that's a part of you guys' agreement. I don't know what it is, but you're not dead. If you like, let's put it like this: if you sign your name to them, right, you can still get out of that, but it's just gonna take you a really hard fight because you're gonna go through a trial. We all do, even those that don't sign our names to those things. We're all gonna go through a trial. Be like Job. Be like Christ. Be like Abraham. Be like Jacob, David, right? Because we all went through trials. And it was to make sure that what? Our loyalty is true. Our heart posture is right. Our mind is steadfast and is set on solid ground. That's what it's for. Our spirit is strong and enduring in the things and the patience of others besides just ourselves, and understanding that the spirits that manifest and that works in them is exactly the purpose and the reason why. Because spirit is more so the personification of an ideal consciousness. So that means that when there's a spirit of contradiction, that means that contradiction is confusion, which brings a lot of things in turmoil when it comes to order, right? And results. Okay? Let's continue. Like a trumpet, I shall blow a sound in your honor, exalting you forever. Yahuwah, you know of my heart, and its desire so. So shall it be of yours. So shall it be of your will on So be, my apologies. So shall it be of your will on how you handle them. Like those cedar trees in Lebanon, resilient in the rivers, we shall be like unto them because of you. So, like them, us heirs of your promise, Eli, will grow in the foundation and principles of your words. We will be fruitful and multiply even until we grow old and be abundant. So I will honor you, Eli, for you are deemed the praise. You are my concept of life, and there's no wrong in you. All right. So to better back this specific word, oh my apologies. My apologies. My eyelashes be getting into my eyes sometimes. It's annoying. I don't know. It's very annoying. Like very annoying. Like very annoying. Like there are times where I just do this all day because it gets on my nerve. I don't like it. But let's continue. This is gonna be in Psalms 93. We're gonna get this done with because we've been here for a while, and I don't want to hold you guys up for too long. Give you guys about 5 seconds to flip the page onto the next verse, onto the next chapter. My apologies. All right, all right. Uh, what in the world? All right, Psalms 93. Elohim reigns in all beings, the form of all matter in existence, confined by him and him as him for order given by his will. Did you guys even peep what I just said? I'm gonna read it one more time. Elohim reigns in all beings, the form of all matter in existence, confined by him in him as him for order given by his will. That means this the law of singularity. That means the aspect of atoms from distance, from point of view perception. So the distance of what I see because of light is a concept that is manufactured by Yahuwah. It is a concept that exists to measure the distance between me and the wall, me and whatever is. It could be, I don't know, 12, 13 meters, I don't know, 18 meters, centimeters, who knows, right? But it's just the disposition, all of it. They are a will. They are a will. My phone is dying right here. Ah, it's the disposition, but it's a concept. A concept that exists to create these folds of things that happen daily. Meaning up and down, left and right. Meaning side to side, cha cha cha. Understanding, volume. We're going to get more into it a little bit. All right. His throne gives authority to the disposition to matter's purpose always. Oh my goodness. Please, I'm going to read it one more time. His throne gives authority to the disposition to matter's purpose. Matters as in Matter and then apostrophe S. Purpose. Meaning thrones is what? Thrones is like in my previous video, right? When you assess a throne, what does it mean? Authority, doesn't it? You assess authority. So when you give command, the command has to be fulfilled. Dominion is the disposition of an area, meaning overall. It can be objectified, personified, doesn't matter what it is. All right? Let's continue. For the matter of water obeys the purpose given unto them by him in all terrains. Matter, like remind you, the reason I use the word matter It's because matter is a form of molecule that could be physical, hypersensitive to any I don't even know what's the best word to use for this. It could be physical, metaphysical, spiritual, right? Astrological, right? Mental, because all of it is all in one, right? In all terrains, water is everywhere. It's in the air that we breathe. It's in our body. Literally, water is like the one element, the one key element that you cannot do anything without, or it just would not exist. You have more condensed water, which then can transform into air. That's what we call high pressure. Lesser density. Lesser density. Lesser density. Yeah. Let's continue. For ELI is ruler over vibrations and light, and is mightier over them, maintaining their concepts. Just saying. Vibrations and light. That's what physical matter literally is made of for. Because with vibrations you can feel, it can create structures. Light gives structure, depths of what? Perception. So with your senses, with the sense of what? With the sense of vibrations you can feel, right? You can make out what something is, and it gives it a definition. Light separates the definition and give you the sense of depth with your perception. So it's allocated to a disposition. It gives the construct different outcomes to what the construct could be. So a water bottle might not even be a water bottle in a different angle, refracted, not even reflected, but refracted in a different dimensional view, because there are different aspects of light, visible and invisible. So if there is so many types of light that are visible, imagine the amount of light that is invisible. I just gave you guys something right there, okay? Please keep that in mind, because I'm running short on time right now. I love you too, by the way. So I don't just be doing this because this is why I'm here. So to give you guys these type of things. I'm not a scientist, but I could be. Just know that my professors, my teachers, they love me. I got notes for days. I got notes for days. All right. All right. All you do, master, is truth. No matter the circumstances of reassurance, nothing will stand without your support forever. So even in us, inanimate objects, living things, things that we don't even consider to be alive. Mind you, the solid, which can be a brick, is alive. There are two words. I just can't think. Uh, Organic and non-organic. I think that's what the word is. But there's another word for it. I just can't think of it. It's gonna come back. I can't think of it right now. It always come back. It always do. But yes, organic and not non-organic, objects or things. They're all alive to a certain extent. Where like organic, right? No, not organic. I just cannot. I can't. Why can I not think of it right now? Maybe if I try to focus a little bit on the thought, it'd be. Nah, I know what I'm talking about, but I don't. It doesn't matter though. It doesn't matter, y'all. But I will say it in a way that you could understand without the words. If I have this phone right here, which is a Samsung, by the way, and not the iPhone that I'm using. Um, if I have this Samsung right here, right, and a lot of people don't know that it takes more of concentration and tactical, I would say functions or things that are placed, sets of functions that are placed here to give exactly the effect of what this phone does. Because I am an engineer, right, to a certain extent when I want to be, and then when I don't want to be, let's just say that I let things slide. I'm not a mad scientist by any way, by any chance. Please don't be out here asking me to make you a ray gun because I will not, okay? I will not make you a ray gun. Please don't ask me. The phone, it has its functions to make, the attributes of what a phone does, right? So it would take more of a concentration or an impact of the effect that are put together, sectioned, right, to make this phone work the way it does. Without a motherboard, it doesn't have any support, right? Without any circuit, CPU, GPU, whatever the case is, right? It doesn't have any support. Without no batteries, it doesn't have no support, right? So these things very much matter. They matter. And the reason why they matter is why. Is because without the support, it would just be what uh you can consider it just a piece of metal because to its original form, that's what all elements are, right? It's origin without any function. And even in this reality, it still functions as far as affecting how energy passes through the wind, right? We have kinetic energy and all of these things. There's an effect going on right now that is being surged in ways that we cannot even comprehend as human yet. Now, I don't know everything, but I do know certain things that I could share on here. But you guys gotta let me know exactly what you guys are interested in knowing. And I don't mind having certain conversations with people in the comments because I actually love talking to you guys about what you're learning and how you're learning and what you want to learn. If maybe I messed up and you just want to give me some pointers. I don't mind taking pointers. I love it. We're here as a community. It's not my channel, it's our channel because we're here to build together. We're here to grow, right? And yes, a lot of people would disagree, right? About, oh, you should take ownership of, like, yeah, I have ownership. That's why I use my email and, any other ways for me to account to exist. But as far as the main purpose, that's why I don't ask for money on here. I don't care about all of that stuff because at the end of the day, we as people, even if I were to make money on this, what would I really gain from me making money on this? And there are people out here really dying every single day. People out here starving every single day. People out here are in need every single day, man. They're like, the purpose of what I'm literally preaching is it's gonna be invalid because my heart is not into it. That's why I show my personality on here. I'm always animated because why? I'm not always like a physical person where like I said physical. Wow, 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 Emmanuel, a physical person. I cannot believe I just said that. I am a person, not a robot, by the way, but like physical interaction, right, and or encounters, I'm not always the best. I do know how to talk to people. Oh, I don't think that I'm a weirdo, by any chance. No, but as far as just talking to people for a very long time, it could be a little bit tiring. I don't mind 30 minutes. I don't mind 30 minutes. That's a long time. I don't mind like 10 minutes conversation, 10-15 minutes. I can definitely mm, now it depends on the topic because I had to think about that. Like I like talking about things that are important. Not. You heard about LeBron making these shots in the playoffs? Like, hey, look, kudos to whoever is being successful out there. I appreciate your success. I appreciate your existence. Much love to you. But it doesn't interest me as far as like all of this sports stuff. Nah, I play football, like not American football. I I hoop a little bit, but as far as sitting there watching all that stuff every day, I'd rather watch movies. If it's animes, probably I'd rather watch that than sit down and watch all of that because it doesn't interest me. Um, and not only that, it brings a lot of competition, and people bet on these things daily, and a lot of them are Christians. So I want you guys to be very fully aware of how things operate because sometimes we won't even know, what we're doing. If it's a good thing or bad thing because we're used to expectations and sometimes our heart take over. And for the person that was yelling at me, since we're on this topic, I would like to let you know something. Please do not yell at me again. I don't know what, like, we all know what this means. We all know what that means. Please do not yell at me again. Please don't do that. I'm a very gentle person. A speaker is it's a formal way for a dude to help somebody. Do not disrespect me like that, please. I urge you to not disrespect me like that. I'm a person. All right? I don't say no slick stuff. That's why I'm being very direct. Because there was no other way to let you know. So I'm letting you know now. Please do not yell at me. Please don't. Okay? And like I'm not here to put no foul name to you, but I want you to understand that I'm not really that type of person for you to be talking to like that. Okay? Like respectfully. We're people. I don't disrespect you. I ain't disrespecting you. Nothing like that. I don't care if I walk outside in my boxers. If I walk outside and I'm straight naked, do not yell at me, please. Like you'd be better off just minding your business or just, you feel me? But like I'm not. I was raised better. I know how to treat people. Okay. I know how to be respectful to people. So respect me as I respect you. I don't care if it's an attitude. Okay, please don't be out here doing the foolery. Don't be out here carrying what people tell you is a good thing to do because you got an attitude. I got an attitude, dude. What? I got an attitude too. English, forgive me, y'all. I got an attitude too. It doesn't change much. You could tell I am from Baltimore because I never used to hear the twos until I started hearing the twos and everybody been telling me, "Oh, you from Baltimore? Oh, you're from Baltimore? You're from Baltimore?" Say dummy, say all of this slang stuff. Listen, man. I've been to DC, I've been to Baltimore, I've been to a couple of places that are not quite common. Okay? Shoot, I could have been at the edge of the earth. Who knows? For you, I could have been from Mars. I could have been from Jupiter, Saturn. Who knows? Okay, but I will say this. Uh, yeah. Oh yeah. Like I always end. Cause the topic is over. Um, I'm always gonna end with love. Please, y'all. Keep your families in love, no matter what people say. Stay in love. Be love. Be the example of love, even if you got to be the bigger person and people are just not understanding what it means. Be love. Be the main, be that main. I don't even know what, I made a face to it, but I don't know exactly what the word to use. Be the example, okay? Don't cut it like the chopper. All right, let me stop. Don't cut it like the chopper. But no, be the example of love, because a lot of people don't know what real love is. They don't know. They never really experienced real love before. Not, it doesn't always have to be a relationship. Like, relationship is not boyfriend girlfriend. That just means the standard of your connection with a person, right? Like people in marriages or about to be married, because that's the only way I look at it, right? They don't tend to understand what really love is. Like, I read what's that I read? I watched a video, right, of somebody saying that I'm not gonna say no names, but I will say this: the person, the yes, it was a woman. I'm sorry, women. I don't mean to disappoint you or disrespect you, because I'm not disrespecting you. I'm just saying this is a woman who said this, right? And the average the average people that usually say this are women. Yes, it's true that a man should take care of you and all of the responsibilities, but if your man, perhaps let's just say that he happens to lose a job, are you going to tell the man that why are you guys together? It's kind of disrespectful, like, because if when he had it, he didn't question your loyalty. He didn't look at the burdens and the baggage that you carried, right? He looked at you for who you are because he liked you, right? And I'm not and there are a lot of dudes that use their money to manipulate women. So if he did none of that and he treated you right, I think it's pretty fair that if there is a situation that is in need of your assistance, even if it's 50-50 as a phone bill, rent, right? Make it happen. Like, don't be out here following trends. Oh, hot girl summer this, city girl this. Don't be out there following that, because sometimes you might miss somebody that might be really right for you, and that can be even a friendship. That can be family. That can be anybody. Friendship, business ship. You missed the opportunity because of entitlement, and it's not just you. That's why I use the example of men. They are manipulators too, but there are also women that manipulate. Entitlement, expectations for the wrong ideals of lifestyles. Why are we why are we expecting things that don't really bring us real joy? Because if you're gonna pay some of the bills and that, and then the man is working the same job as you, or he's working a job that pays the same amount as you, but he has to work harder because, yes, like, to be truthfully honest, when we do actual statistics and we look at reality, men work a little bit harder in the sense of physical, right? The average, right? Work a little bit physically harder than women. Women are attractive. I'm just saying, we're doing stats. We're doing stats here, right? Let me not just say that. When you look a certain way, right, you have more of an advantage in life, right? So it's not just women; it's also men. But when you look a certain way, people tend to treat you a little differently. They expect certain things from you. Some people might not expect too much, where they favor you just because you look a certain way. Okay? But you also have to understand that men out here are really going through stuff. There are a lot of men out here that are really suffering because they picked a woman, they picked a woman that's toxic, and that toxic stuff spread to them, so they started being toxic to other women. The same thing with men that are toxic, and they started spreading that toxic stuff to other women. I mean, to other men. My apologies. To other men. All we're doing is taking our pains and our burdens and putting it on other people when we should be healing. You shouldn't, like, if you just because you let go of one person does not mean you need to be back in a relationship. When you leave a relationship, understand that leaving a relationship takes two. right? You can make the decision. But if the person decides to not leave that relationship, you left that relationship and that person will be stuck on you. Even if you left the relationship and you're stuck on that person, did you really heal from that relationship? Did you really let go? Did you really like become, did you really become the zen of that situation, like by like not allowing the past to control you, rather than accepting it and making it and making and rather than accepting it and allowing it to make you stronger? Did you let it control you? Because when it controls you, it shows in your new relationship. And that's a lot of the reason why people have always problems and always have things to say that are negative towards their partners or their exes. Why? I don't judge people, but I speak truth. So if it conflicts you, that means you got something to worry about. And it's not me coming for you. It just means that we're here to learn. We're here to understand. So this is not a. It's not just a physical battle, a battle of the psyche, but a spiritual battle. When you get to understand it, you realize that your life is not based off of just sex. It's not, like I said, it's not just women, it's men as well. It's not just based off of money or status or influence or power. We always are looking for things that are good, but then we go to the extreme. Why are we going to the extreme when we need to worry about what Yahuwah has given? When we worry about all of those things, we no longer actually worry about the purpose of what our mission is on this earth. A lot of us lose that. We lose that. We were born in this earth to bring back order, not create chaos or calamity. That's not our role. That's not our life. We bring back order. Order is something that's very necessary for us so that we don't have to worry about we don't have to worry about the naysayers, the ones that are planning against us, because there will be a little bit of them rather than a whole lot. That's the reason why they're out here controlling everything and monopolizing everything. And everyone is talking about, let's block celebrities. Like, look, you're blocking celebrities, but are you just blind? Are you stupid? Like, please don't be stupid. You're blocking celebrities. Remember that they are pawns. That's not going to affect the narrative of what's happening regardless. You need to get to the source. When you play chess and what are the main characters you got to worry about? The bishop, the rooks. You got to worry about all the pieces, but the main pieces you have to worry about are the bishops, the rooks, the knight, and the queen. The pawns are just sacrifices. Remember what I just said. The pawns are just sacrifices. They're the ones out there that push the narratives, meaning they take the faults rather than the rooks, than the bishops, the knights, and and the queen. The queen has a terrain that rules over the entire board. You see how she moves? That the woman is dangerous. Not women. Not, I mean, I don't know who you are, women. My sisters. I don't know. I don't. I'm not here because I know you guys could be you women. Y'all can be a little bit like a little bit. I'm not crazy. Oh, forgive me. Not crazy, but a little outrageous sometimes. All right, a little bit outrageous. But you see how the woman moves on that board freely, left and right, back and forth, up and down. Not nobody cares because she's the woman. So when you are a king, my brethrens, and you have a woman, understand that a woman will multiply exactly what you do. She will multiply what you have. But women also understand that your man, he is the person to lead. Stop giving masculine energy towards him, and he will not give you feminine energy. Remember, energy is also what characteristics. It's feelings, it's emotions, it's big feelings. Stop giving men masculine energy. They're going to stop giving you feminine energy. A lot of men out there are giving feminine energy to women because they don't want, they don't know how to not do it. And when they give masculine energy and masculine energy leads to what? Brawls, fights, arguments, confusion. Do that make sense? That's how toxic problems start. Because you used to masculine or feminine in the opposite sex, it gets in both sides, right? It gets very, very dramatic because now the man, he's used to certain things because he got this trait from his sister, his mama, his auntie, his grandmama, and the female, her father, her brothers, her cousins, her grandfather, her friends, her male friends. You don't know, and impose that in the relationship. Be yourself, but understand that a role has to play in a relationship for a relationship to be a relationship, especially a family ship. Let me say that, a family ship of two partners, of two people being partners. Let me say it like that, because you can't be a woman and masculine, and the man is trying to be is masculine, and you're being the person with the pants. Now, if you're making more money than him and you're a little bit more confident than him, it's understandable if he's a shy type of person, but you should give him a reason to start being more confident. That's just how that is. Make the man that you are in a relationship the type of man that you want him to be for you. The same thing with you, men. Allow your women to be the woman that you want her to be for you. It doesn't get any easier than that. It doesn't get any easier than that. That's why there's order in everything. It doesn't get any easier than that. Have patience, have love, have understanding. It doesn't get any easier than that. Yes, you're going to go through tribulations of people having their problems. Like I said, when you go through situations in your life, rather than healing, you jump right into another relationship. Please stop. Please just stop it. Don't do that to yourself. It's not necessary. All you're doing is hurting yourself. You're hurting yourself. You're hurting yourself. If you got people on the side, cut them off. Cut them off. Do exactly what I just told you. You will never have any problems. Never. No matter what situation happens, never. You'll be more surprised that you'll be so shocked that it won't even feel real, that you're gonna feel uncomfortable at first because you never thought about this being a solution ever. You probably thought about it, but you didn't think about it deep enough. Make the man comfortable in your relationship. Watch how he gonna react around you. He gonna like don't give him reasons to be like, oh yeah, no. Allow him to trust you. If a man, that's another thing. I don't know about any other dudes, but if a man can trust someone or anybody, well, I'm gonna just speak on my behalf. If a man could trust someone, he would jump. There are a lot of guys that would do a lot of stupid things, but they would not. He would jump in front of a train, kid or no kid, for you. For you. Now, as far as women, yes, I've seen women. I feel like women are more giving when it comes to certain aspects of life than men, right? And certain things like, bodily parts and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure that they would be able to jump. But it's just like, if your mindset is not prepared for that, if your mindset is not prepared to protect, to keep each other, don't get in that relationship. Don't. Don't. Don't have no kids. Don't have sex. Don't make love, because a lot of people get in a relationship in that partnership, They have kids and they don't stay together, and the kid become bastards. That's the name for it, not me calling them, because that's the actual name. Luckily, we get adopted by Yahuwah, so we don't become that forever, and it doesn't become a title on us. So please, know who you talk to, know how you talk to, know when to talk to, for to talk to, because I don't even know if that's even a good thing for me to say, but I don't care. Know for who you talk to, how you talk to, when you talk to, because there's a time to talk and there's a time to just shut up. That goes for the man and the woman. There's sometimes just shut up. If your woman is angry, you see that she's pissed off, give her an answer, and then just sometimes just shut up and just go on. Don't even explain nothing. Sometimes, if your man is angry, sometimes just shut up. Answer what is answered, what is needed to be answered, and just go somewhere until things calm down, and then come back and talk. Sometimes silence work, but not in the wrong way where you're gonna be holding yourself, knowing that maybe it might be the love making that might result to things. Who knows, right? That might result a situation, but talking is first going to happen before the love making. I don't know how that works, right? Before anybody does their thing, but I'm just saying, understanding these things come with conversations, communication. If sex is the only thing that's in your mind, don't get in that relationship. Do not get in that relationship. Do not. There's too many people out here that are just willing to just throw everything out the window. Just don't. I've had situations where I didn't got harassed by a female that was not even my girlfriend. She smacked my booty. Did I like it? No. Did I like her? Yes. But I'm not gonna be like, oh no, just don't do that again, because it's gonna be problems. It's gonna be problems. Like I'm peaceful. I give you peace. You give me peace. Not Reese's piece. You know what I'm saying? A part of the chocolate. No. I'm just saying, like, we're cool. That doesn't mean that, like, I like that. No, 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 no. We're not doing that around here. That's another thing. And I'm speaking to the men directly. Please, integrity. Learn that. Principles. Learn that. Learn that. Loyalty. Learn that. If you don't have it already, learn it. Truth. Learn it. Sufficiency. Learn it. Control over yourself. Learn it. And women, I hope you're listening. I'm not the best to tell you anything, but what I told them, learn the same thing. Because whatever that they can use, what I just told them, it will be useful to you. I don't know women like that as far as know everything that you guys go through, because you guys, as far as your personalities, characteristics, they're all different. And like for us guys, it comes but in like four or five different attributes. That's it. We have like this main, this one, and this one. We don't have that many characteristic traits. Majority of us are like the same. It's just we have a different way of thinking, and how, like, well, yeah, we have a different way of thinking, meaning we're able to either pick up fast or pick up a little slower. That's it. But you women, different, different. What is that, a mosquito? Oh no, mosquito then got in here. Oh no, we gotta. Yeah, after this, I'm going to end this real quick because I gotta get some. I don't even know. I gotta get something. Yeah. I'm gonna have to close that door for sure. Yeah. But don't you forget about me. Don't you forget about me. Don't. All right. Do I have anything else to say? No, I don't really have anything else to say. I hope that you guys have a better day. Bars. Better than mine's. Bars. Okay. Abundance to you. Your life, your health, your wealth, your success. The victory of ELI. Right? For us. And all that we do. And, yeah. Give me a call. Give me a text. Give me a message. Whatever the case is. If you have any questions, put it in the comments. I'm here. I know it's an hour-long video. Wasn't supposed to take that long, but I definitely had to say what I had to say because there are a lot of people out here being disrespectful to their grandmas, to their grandpas, to their fathers, to their mothers, to their brothers, to their sisters, to their cousins, to their aunts, to their uncles, to their friends, to their fiancés, husband, wife, co-workers, strangers. I need to stop it. Stop it. All right? Stop it. Because it's not good. Because it's not good. All right? It's not good. It's really not. All right? So much of that. Please take care. Keep love in your heart. All right? Keep love in your mind. All right? And be sure to love always. All right. Yeah. I don't think I have anything else to say. Keep Yahuwah in your walk in truth and peace. Always be happy. Smile even in your worst times. You got it. I have hope in all of you, for you're more than able. All right. I love you. So if somebody didn't tell you they love you today, I love you dearly. All right. I love you so much. Don't forget that. Elohim loves you as well. Bye-bye.